Last time on Conversations with Cheese in the Tugboat.
We studied Babylonians and their resolutions to their gods.
Woo! Solstice!
The 11-day party raged on, but when did the fun end?
When that two-faced bitch Janice showed up and ordered everyone to make promises to him to be good for the year.
But if they screwed it up, he took the blame.
So then people moved on and vowed to make promises to the goddess of Shivalva.
At medieval times, the knights like to take peacock vows.
Which we're pretty sure came a little bit before pirate times.
Some of us are more sure than others. 4/15 of people fail at resolutions.
They'll never make it!
Do the math! Men, not women, complete their goals.
That's actually not true.
Chivalrous.
Just men, if they make goals, they succeed. Women, they need to share it publicly with people who are not sexist.
Like their hairdresser.
Oh, I mean, you should totally do that. Tugboat got his ego deleted.
You're not gonna make it.
It's gone.
He gone.
Which basically says that the harder we try, the more we will fail. Tug of war, drop the rope. Drop the rope, everyone. Just drop the rope, Johnny!
Just let it go!
I can't! I have to hold on!
I can't stop tugging it!
Just say my name!
I can't finish until you look in my eyes!
So this week...
This week on Conversations with Cheese in the Tugboat, more resolution talk.
Top tens.
We're going to have a couple of top tens here for you today.
Count it down.
Top 10 resolutions, and we're going to follow with the top 10 resolutions you're going to keep.
And then the Tugboat's going to tell us about his stuff, about he's kept and made.
And Cheese going to share the same information.
And probably get grilled. Spoilers! It's alright, Tugboat from the top.
So let's get into it, Cheese. What? Top 10 resolutions.
Well,
Number 10.
Number 10? Travel. Get out there this year. Go somewhere new.
That's ambitious.
Go somewhere new. Go somewhere you've been before, but in better way.
Like maybe you get 2 beds in your hotel room, not 1.
Yeah. Or if you go camping, maybe you could try glamping.
Maybe not do the same thing you did last year. Maybe order the chicken instead of the fish. Number 9.
Quit smoking.
Put that cigarette down.
Butt out. Tugboat.
Yeah, quitting smoking. It's a popular one. It's popular to try.
It's people like to stop it.
Here's number 8.
More of the same flavor. Quit drinking.
Nope, not gonna happen. Try and stop me.
We'll elaborate on that one a little later. Learn something new. So this one, people, they whether with a partner or without, you want to learn something new. It could be learning how to fish, or you could be learning how to.
If you learn how to fish, you're gonna be eating for every day.
Yeah. Not
just when the guy gives you fish.
Yeah,
he has to teach you.
You only eat for a day.
Yeah. But if you learn how, then you can eat all the days.
Yeah, you could fish every day and get fish and then cook
perch. You get a whole bunch of perch, a whole mess of perch.
Yeah, because if someone just gives you a perch, you're just going to eat it. Yeah. But you won't know how.
If you're too stupid to fish, then you have to wait for the guy to give you the perch. But if you learn how to fish, then you can get the perch yourself.
Yeah. And
so that's a thing to learn.
That's a thing to learn, for sure.
Maybe learn how to do Pilates.
If you didn't know how to do it before, and then you learn, and then now you can do it.
Learn long division. Maybe that's for our younger listeners. Maybe not.
Yeah. Maybe I'll leave that for the remainder of the year.
Whoa! Number 6!
Which is probably... we've probably ruined this already with the comments that we've just made, but get in touch with friends and family. So, like, get out there. You know, being like... You wouldn't talk to them like before, but now you talk to them more.
When you're sitting around thinking about how you're supposed to be smoking a cigarette, and you're like, man, I gotta get my mind off these cigarettes. Call up your friend Thompson and just see what he's doing. Give him a ring.
Maybe he wants to come smoking.
Don't have his number? Get it from someone else. Call someone else. Call Janice.
And Janice, well, you never know what you're gonna get with that.
I was saying more like the ICE Janice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like JANICE.
Oh.
Like Janice.
Ice.
She probably has like a bun. Like her hair is in a bun. Maybe
Yeah.
with glasses.
See, like, this is how I see
like a
it.
Bernadette style visage.
So if you look at the name, so like you're thinking of the two-headed god Janice, there's a Jan Us, and she's like cooperative and like with you on things.
But two-faced.
And then there's Jan Ice, you know?
She's
Like,
a cold bitch.
She's a cold bitch.
Call her and get Thompson's number. Just don't talk to her. Just say, look, I just need this number. Just give me the number.
Yeah.
Just give me the damn number!
You know I don't like talking to you, Jan Ice? Because you're dangerous.
You're a cold bitch. You're a cold, frosty bitch, and I don't want to talk to you. Just give me the number. I think maybe you can just text her and ask for the number. You don't need to lead into a conversation
and I don't
with
think
that.
you can use Frosty bitch anymore because Frosties from Wendy's are delicious.
But that Wendy's girl is a dirty bitch.
Cool.
That long. Okay, we all know the Tugboat has an affinity for the gingers. Finding that girl wildly attractive.
You can just say red-headed women.
Is that not the nomenclature of
It
our
is
time?
not the nomenclature.
Okay, fine. That beautiful red-headed goddess.
There you go.
Hawking burgers out of Wendy's. Just seems like either she's really unsuccessful in love because it seems like every commercial she's on a new first date, or she's just a massive slut bag. And I don't know which. That one guy, she knocked on his door and just like hid and then gave him a burger, a mushroom melt, and then just pieced out.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you were dating someone and for every single date you went on, they took you to their burger
To
chain.
Wendy's for steak. We're going, I'd like to have steak tonight. Don't worry, I meant Wendy's. Well, I could take you for a real steak. I'm not broke like the guy in the commercial. I'm not some broke-ass fool.
So get in touch with your friends and family. But just before we move on to the next one, I say, everyone on a serious note, this is coming from the Cheese's heart. Call your grandparents.
Yeah,
they love it. That's like highlight of life is grandparents love hearing from you. You don't even have to like accomplish anything, and grandparents think you're like the greatest thing.
Not only that,
most of the time.
I think back on the last 10 years of my life, and there's a lot of stories, a lot of adventures have been had, a lot of good stuff, bad stuff, good stuff, a lot of stuff. Times that by like 7 or 8, depending on your grandparents. And those are the stories, the wealth of information they can share with you. Just interesting stuff. Some of it's not true, but hell, it's entertaining.
Yeah, and then
call them up, because when they're gone, you can't do that.
Yeah, and then they'll pass it onto onto their friends, but they'll embellish it to make you seem like the greatest thing in the world because they have biased perceptions, and you'll become famous among the elderly community.
Yeah, especially if they live in a home. That is rampant behavior.
They'll be like, my grandson phoned me today, and then everyone else will like want to know what happened.
The only downside is sometimes you're out shopping, and that some elderly person approaches you and says, "Aren't you so-and-so's grandson?" And you're like, "Yeah," and then they just go on and on like they know you, and you have no clue who they are. Mm-hmm. Twice in my life happened. Real story.
That's what happens when you're famous, though.
That's
right?
real juice. Drink it up.
That's real juice. Drink it up. So then, call your grandparents, and kind of similarly, volunteer. People want to volunteer in the new year.
Yeah, that's a resolution people are making. Get out, volunteer, help your fellow man.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah, I myself used to volunteer with the blind. or maybe just for the blind, collecting money. It's with the Lions Club. Really seriously considered joining the Lions Club, then realized I was leaving town in a few short months. And then never thought of it again. But if you join young, and I know a lot of our listeners are younger folks, sub 30, join young, all of a sudden you're in your 50s and you're getting your 30-year pat on the back. Good for you.
Yep. Yeah, and then balance out your life a little bit.
People don't do it anymore. Meet some new people.
Yeah, people work and then they play. But where's the volunteering? Where's the giving back?
Share some experience. Why aren't you doing it?
Yeah. Just do it.
What's your excuse? I don't have time? Pshaw!
You sound like an Everest commercial. You're just sitting on the couch. Just go. What's holding you back? Just do it. Go volunteer.
What are you doing? What's your excuse? Maybe I've watched too many of those.
Call on the phone. Call a local homeless shelter.
Call Liberty Mutual today. A&E has a lot of, if you're watching in the morning, it's a lot of like catheter, life insurance commercials. You know, oh, do your catheters not come in on time? That would be terrible. What would happen if you don't get a catheter? Pee just goes everywhere, or you just pee normally?
No, pee goes everywhere.
Why are so many elderly people needing catheters?
Because you lose control of your pee sphincter.
I got nothing.
Urethral sphincter.
I wanted to combine pee and sphincter into one word, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Sphincter?
It'd be like sphere.
Sphincty? No.
Sphincty? No. Anyways.
It's tough.
Number
4!
A lot of people in the new year want to increase their organization. They're like, things are all over the place. They're like, okay, this year I'm gonna tighten it up. I'm gonna like get it together.
I don't understand.
That's it. Get it together is like one thing that people do. Like, get it together, man. You're disorganized. Get it together.
Like you're not meeting deadlines.
Get it together.
Or your closet's just.
Get it together.
You got like.
Just keep naming things.
You just got like boots at the door.
Get it together.
You want to get like a boot rack, but you're not sure if you have the funds for it.
Yeah, because then you can find like one boot, but you can't find the other boot. Together.
You're digging through a pile of
Get it
boots.
together.
Or you're like, your hats, you need a rack of some kind.
Yep. Filing.
It's all outerwear problem.
I think you're focusing on the things you need to organize like right before getting out of the door.
You just have a whole bunch of receipts.
Keys.
Just yeah, your keys just not on a ring, just in a pile in your pocket. Just all loose keys.
No.
Get it together.
Ring it up. Get it together. Mittens.
Your mittens? Put a string on those bitches.
Get it together. Getting together with Cheese in a Tugboat. Get together.
2015, the year of strings for your mittens.
Basically just repeat get it together after every sentence. You'll be more organized. There you go.
Now these two, the next two, the top... Oh no, sorry. I forgot number 3.
We're ringing all into the top 3 here.
Top 3! Top 3 of the top 10 resolutions.
Spend less money.
Don't be wasting it. You only got a little bit. Don't throw it away.
Yeah, just keep it. It's already there.
You already have it. Just keep it.
Just keep it.
Yeah, don't buy a 50-inch TV just because you feel like you can.
Tuppence. Something. Save it. Directly in the bank. Mary Poppins, look it up. That wasn't really
Write that down.
accurate. Mary Poppins. Dick Van Dyke does a really great...
YouTube it, but like after you're done listening to this. Don't just cut
Not
away
right
now to do it.
Don't open a new tab.
Leave the tabs alone. Get it together. You don't want to have too many tabs because you're not as organized.
But when you watch the new video, it'll probably be a video, one of those 5-second videos that you can skip, and it'll just be Tugboat and I pitching our Get It Together commercial.
No, it's going to be a whole like infomercial system. For the low price of $49.99, you not only get the DVD box set, the sweater, and the commemorative steak knives, but if you call right now, we will double that order. Why would you need 2 sets of the DVDs?
Get it together. Get the whole set. Don't buy them individually. Get it together.
Get it together.
Get it together. Listen up for the next 5 seconds, because I'm going to give you something for free.
But then, when you say get it together about the whole getting them all in one time, you wink, and there's like the little flash, and then ding. That's
1, 2, 3.
Ding!
Get it together. No.
That was priceless.
Awesome.
You can't write that. You can't write that.
Yeah. Spend less money, but buy what we're selling.
Because it's important.
It's important. So
Especially for number 2.
exercise more.
Get out there.
Get it together.
Get it together.
So people want to exercise.
Why?
Why? Because number
one.
Number
lose
one.
weight.
Lose
Drop
weight.
them pounds.
People want to get rid of their weight. They want to throw it away. They want it melt. They want it melted off. They want it jiggled out. They want it burned off.
See, for me, the past couple of years, my resolutions have been totally different. Number 1, find weight. People are losing it. I'm finding it.
Picking it up.
It's working great.
They're just throwing it away. They're burning it. They're just burning through it.
It's true. They do burn it.
Like, Tugboat goes in and rescues the fat from the fire.
I rescue the weight, and then I keep it.
He's like a fat fireman. He goes in and fireman carries this lost fat out of there.
Big, yellow, gelatinous
Throws
blabs,
it over the shoulder.
stuffs it in his pockets.
Get it together.
Okay, so those are the top 10 resolutions
top ones,
that people make.
Some honorable mentions. Be a better person. Vague. Get
Yeah.
it together.
That's very vague. Be a better person. What do you mean? In what way? Do you mean like flush the toilet twice when you're at a guest house and you take a dump? It's helping.
Mind your P's and Q's.
What are your cues? I know what P's are.
Questions?
Like chickpeas and questions?
Yeah.
What are your P's?
Mind your quinoa.
If you're thinking of it this way, if your Q's are questions, what are your P's? Ponderances?
Of course.
Mind your ponderances and questions, people.
P's and Q's.
How you be polite.
Mind your paths and quests.
Path quest.
Yeah. Mind your quests.
That's what our Keep It Together program's called. Path quest.
Path quest.
How to be a more chivalrous person. Chivalrous. That's not even right.
Coming up next on Path Quest.
That could be a great show. I'm feeling it's like a drama, but like
I'm thinking Stargate SG-1 kind of thing mixed with
I didn't do that one.
Never Ending Story. I don't know.
Oh,
Bastion.
Falcor.
Falcor. Now that man was on a path quest. He was a dragon. He wasn't a man.
He was a luck dragon. That's right there.
Get it together.
See that pile of DVDs?
Get it together.
The second one on the
Jeez.
left. Boom.
Nice.
Yeah, I know my DVDs.
Nice. So
Betray you!
Artak. These look like such big strong hands. Okay. 10 that you might we're actually gonna get together. Things that you could probably actually accomplish. Those other things are things that people are like, I can do these, and then they fail.
Hold on.
What?
What are some resolutions that Cheese has made that he failed at?
Oh, I'm getting grilled.
It's just going to be an ongoing, just slow grill, like a slow cooker Sunday grill.
Well, let's see. Every year, the resolutions that go into Cheese's thing, numéro 1, c'est pour le fromage. Learn French.
Sounds like it's ongoing.
Very ongoing. So every year, basically every year I say that. Right now I've got Duolingo, great app. Get it together. Get it together. Throw it on the phone, and it's helped a little. I'm re-engaged because I learned French at a time, and now I'm trying to relearn it, and I just kind of lose interest because I don't have a need for it other than just learn a language. It'll make your brain better, and what if you run into French people? That kind of stuff. So
not a bad one. I did that last year.
That's a continual make and then fail. The Duolingo is my new strategy. Hopefully it helps.
I made it all the way to May before I failed.
Oh, that's actually really good.
It's 5/12 of the way through the year.
That is good.
Yeah.
For the 4/15 of people, you made it 5 out of 12.
I joined 5 out of. It took me 5 out of 12 months before I joined the 4 out of 15 people.
It's nice.
Fractions. Get it together.
Get it together. Learn math. And I also have those magnets that you put on your fridge that are like different French words, and you try and put sentences together. Like,
is that a hobby of yours? Magnets.
Tu possesses une magnifique
Une belle bouche.
bouche magnifique. Belle bouche. Tu es bête. So I learned that that's one thing they teach you on Duolingo pretty quickly.
Yeah.
The owl is just like, you are stupid, man.
You are a stupid individual.
So I've made that one. Ones I've actually kept have always been really minimal, like just garbage resolutions, like drink less sodas or more specifically Coke.
Lay off the Pepsi, Fuller.
Yeah, I was drinking a little bit too much, and I was like, you just gotta keep it down. And I just made a conscious decision. I didn't even really have to put a plan in place. It just happened. I didn't have it around. Like I didn't buy it or anything. So then it just wasn't there.
That certainly makes it easier.
And flossing. Flossing actually can be somewhat difficult to get into.
Yeah, it's the whole. It goes back to the whole. If you can do it for 3 weeks or a month, then it just becomes routine. It becomes automatic.
Because your teeth just feel awful, like just gross, like true. Just dirty.
And also floss at night if you're only going to floss once a day.
Floss at night.
Yeah, dentist orders.
Yeah, I do that. That's typically when I
See
do it.
How
Sometimes
I didn't
in
say
the
doctor's orders? Because they're not real doctors. They're like chiropractors. They're in that like doctor purgatory.
Yeah. They get paid lots. Anyways. And staying in touch with family and friends better. So like one thing I learned about myself was that I would often hang out with people when asked or contacted, but I would not contact them or invite them to do things. And it took me a really long time to even realize that was a thing. But then once I realized that, I was kind of like, okay, man, you gotta make an effort out here. And I've been able to do that because it's rewarding.
Yeah, especially your friends that you don't get to see very often, like ones that live 3, 4, 9 hours away. It's important to touch base.
Skype, get it together.
No, I don't even Skype. I'll send a text just to say, you know what, man, I think it's gonna have to happen. I think you're gonna have to fight that tiger. And then they're like, I don't want to fight the tiger. And then you say, look, it's gonna be serious. Don't be a gentleman. Go straight for the balls. They know what I'm talking about. Keeps people in touch. It's important.
Actually, you're supposed to go for like the nose and the eyes.
Dude, just
balls.
Try not to fight tigers. Because then, what if it's a lady tiger, and you go for the balls?
You get back there.
And then all of a sudden, just a giant black hole of tiger. Anyways.
Do you think they're striped in there?
I'm pretty sure my New Year's resolutions was to not say tiger vagina as often on the podcast. No. I like to set the bar low. I think a couple of years ago I said quit smoking. I don't smoke, so super easy to quit.
Oh, yeah.
Another one, I usually give up smoking for Lent also. It's kind of a dual purpose. Yeah, I'm not a real. We talked about it last time. The Tugboat's not a real.
He's in the 60% of people.
He's in the the small part of the 60% majority that don't make resolutions.
Okay, well, hypothetically, throwing it out there. Hypothetically, if you were to make a resolution, you don't have to. I'm not pressuring you. This is up to you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's easy, no-brainer.
Tugboat. What would you do?
It's the most obvious one. You look right at me and you're like, okay, well, I see what this guy's got to do, and it's obviously to get a better hairdo. Or grow a mustache. Like a proper mustache. Like I'm talking Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, well.
Like Kurt Russell.
That's going to be a year-long resolution there. Tugboat.
You got to start somewhere. Like, I mean, probably hundreds of dollars worth of dye. I heard that people in Greenwich Village, there's clinics opening for the hipsters where they do hair transplants from your head, which for me would be worsening a bad situation, to your upper lip.
And your Tugboat also has curly hair, so you would have, like, basically pube.
I already do.
Beard.
My facial hair is red pubes.
Pube stash.
Soft red pubes. Like the beard part. The mustache is thin, wispy blonde, like you would hope for as a, 13-year-old boy. But the rest of it, especially the neck beard area, like a dick. dick.
For those who need references, we went
Deep.
into details about Tugboat's facial hair in podcast number...
Did we? Oh, we did. That's
Yeah.
like 7, 8, or 9.
Yeah,
Just a thick, curly, red mane.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Also, it's not thick. It's pretty thin.
Yeah.
But no, that would be one. The hairdo one I'm really considering. I saw some of my friends try some new hairdos. We have a friend at Red Deer. Really, he thought he was going with an old school classic look, but I stand by my... It's pretty hipster.
Yeah, honestly, Tugboat, I would support you in that because it can have a significant impact on your self-esteem.
Well,
you change your hair, you change, like, kind of who you are in a way.
My hairdo has been the same since I was about 8 years old.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm probably...
Yeah.
Probably good for a new do. And if you have any suggestions, like, that's pretty hipster right there, that picture.
A little bit.
I'm just showing a picture of our Red Deer friend. But if you have any suggestions for new looks you would want to see me try, things I'm going to rule out right now because I know that someone's going to write them. Bald with a goatee. We're going to go ahead and take the Walter White out of it. Also, the same with bald with a floating beard. Mostly because the beard, as we mentioned, ferociously red. Yeah, I think that's...
Kevin.
Basically, I'm not going to shave my head.
Kevin O'Leary?
He's way balder than I am.
Yeah, I know. Well, you keep saying bald.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the baldness. I'm not going to Bruce Willis myself off here.
Oh, okay.
Mostly because I worry, like, stay up at night, only get 76% sleep efficiency. Because what if you shave your head and you got a really weird shaped dome? Well, you got a big dome there, eh?
Well, that's a bit of Schrodinger's cat there. You'll never figure out if you got a weird shaped dome if you don't.
I could have a weird shaped dome
if
right
you don't
now,
shave it.
but we don't know. How about Tugboat's dome shaped cat? What?
They should have an app for that. Something that like.
They should definitely have you take your picture from like
your dome
360 degrees.
Yeah.
And then it gives you like a dome representation, or you go to like a special masseuse. And they like feel up your head, and then they make like an AutoCAD version of your skull.
Yep. Or you go to a phrenologist, and they tell you your personality characteristics based on the shape of your skull.
I don't need to do that. I did a quiz one time.
Myers-Briggs.
Didn't give me no shapes. Okay, so those are... Let's move into
That's what Tugboat.
Resolutions that you'll probably be able to keep.
Number 10.
Use your talent for a good cause.
This is easy. You should probably keep this. Like, just, if you're good at something, if you're good at playing guitar, go to a hospital and play for sick people.
Just jam.
Just jam.
Chances are, other people are going to come, and the next thing you know, you're volunteering.
Exactly.
And going against that advice is my old adage that I learned from a movie. If you're good at something, get paid for it. I think that was what it was. I don't know.
I just go by the Steve Prefontaine, giving anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. So, by not using your talents for a good cause, you're,
And not front running is chicken shit.
And running is a work of art.
But yeah, the moral of the story is, if you're good at something, use it for the betterment of mankind. Yeah. Don't just squander it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people are good at like multiple things. Like if you're good at like your job, there's probably other things that you're good at, but you just kind of dink around and don't use it.
If you're good at carpentry, build a box for somebody.
Yep.
They can use it for their hose in the wintertime. You don't know.
They can help you with your organization project.
Get it together.
Get it together.
Number 9.
Interesting. Get to know your neighbors. This is
It's not hard.
Yeah.
And you'll find out pretty quick if you want to really get to know them or if they're douches.
The only thing is, like, a lot of people just say, like, the easiest way is you just, like, say hi if you see them, like, smile. The old ones, all that I've seen on TV is just bring them a pie or a casserole. Like, that's just, like, how you invite neighbors.
What if you've been living in the same house for coming up on 2 years?
Still.
And that house over there is empty, and this one's got an old spinster in it.
Bring them a pie.
I don't want to bring her a pie. She infuriates me.
Or cut their lawn.
She cuts my lawn.
No.
Maybe she's trying to get to know me.
There you go.
Maybe she
Open
wants
your door.
me to go spend some time with her.
Oh, man. Get to know your neighbors.
Once I get a mustache.
If you already know them, you don't like them, you don't have to hang out with them.
Number
Get to know
8.
some others. Try a new adventure. So this was on the ones that people actually make, and it's one you can actually do most likely. New adventure. This could be lots of things.
Pick something you're interested in and plan something around it. Maybe you want to go check out the new aquarium downtown Toronto.
Yeah.
I hear it's great.
Yeah, it's not like you have to go hunting for icebergs in Antarctica or something.
Or murdering a mountain lion by hand in the Alaskan wilderness.
Or taking a dump into a volcano.
All great adventures, but probably not ones that you need to aspire to. Start small. Maybe go to a new grocery store. Check out that video store in 1996. They don't have video stores anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. We gotta keep chugging. Number 7.
Watch less TV.
Don't waste your life watching TV. There is great TV out there, but chances are you're not watching it.
Cheese is guilty. Might go on the list this year.
I'm also guilty, and I've been doing a good job with my books to avoid it. And it's not a resolution, it's just an accident.
Just something.
Number 6.
Learn one new thing. One new thing.
On the other list, number 7 was learn something new. Too general. People don't follow through. Pick one thing, learn
One
it.
thing. Some people pick 10 things. I do that. It doesn't work out. Unless you go with the 12-month system where you learn something new every 12 months.
That would be great for woodworking. The first month you learn how to plane a board. After that you learn how to make joints. And after that you learn how to make biscuit joints.
Then you learn how to buy a 3D printer.
And then you print, or you go to Staples and print stuff on their 3D printer.
Perfect.
Or you learn French.
C'est magnifique.
Numero 5.
No. Tip generously.
So the old standard was 15%. New standard is 20%. Are you in?
You don't have to be, but it's something you could keep. This one, to me, is that's good. But a lot of people would disagree with the whole tipping system in general.
Mostly old boots.
Old Boots. Oh, he hates tipping.
He hates the tipping.
He hates tipping. Old Boots. So you can do that, but I mean that one's kind of I don't know. Tips.
Number 4.
Forgive someone. Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh, that's a beauty. That's an easy one. Pick one thing that you've wronged someone on, or they've wronged you. Damn it. And then forgive them.
Yeah, or forgive yourself.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Is that too soon?
No.
He's dead. But it wasn't our fault.
No, it wasn't. It's not our fault. It was Matt Damon's.
Number 3.
Wait, really? We're skipping over forgive someone? How are you going to do that?
Oh, what other forgiving do you want to do? I thought we tackled it.
How do you forgive someone? Just you'll thank yourself. Just do it.
You just realize that it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You're still alive. They're still alive. Ultimately, you're going to move forward.
This is a thing where it's short-term pain for long-term gain.
Yeah, don't pick something like, Troy down the road cut off your arm with a cleaver because you live in Kenya, and then you're like, oh, well, I got to forgive Troy. Well, no. Maybe forgive someone else for taking a dump on your lawn.
Yeah, or they said you didn't have a nice haircut or something.
Yeah, or they made fun of your mustache and beard. Whatever.
Yeah. So
just forgive someone.
Yeah.
Do it once a month.
It'll tear you up inside if you don't.
Yeah. Someone at your office does something and you're pissed off. Just forgive them. Go up and say, hey, I forgive you. See what happens.
Yeah. Just try it out.
And if it goes poorly, it's not our fault.
Nope.
Okay. You good?
I'm good.
Is that good?
Yeah, that felt good. Thanks for that.
Hey, I forgive you.
Thanks. See?
That's January.
See, it works.
The Janus month is over. Number 3.
Learn to take risks. But Tugboat, how do you learn to take risks? I thought that was something that's just innate.
That vexes me. I am vexed on that.
You're vexed.
I don't know how to take risks. I'm very risk adverse.
Well,
Cautious Carl over here.
Your name. What is it?
Tremors?
No, something like.
Scary.
You're like a
It's
a
lava.
mouse that's very.
Trembling?
No.
Treble. Tremendous. Trevelyan.
Keep coming with T words.
You want like the TRE?
Trepidation.
Trepidation. Intrepid.
Intrepid. Is it like
Right,
you're
so
scared?
intrepid?
Like you're scared. Like you're tedious with your.
Not tedious.
Not tedious, but like you're scared. You're like testing
You're
the waters.
feeling trepidation.
Yeah, trepidation.
Yeah.
I think that. So there it is.
You said it previously.
Wow. What were we talking about?
Cars?
You don't take risks. You're very like cautious. Here are some things. This was something I found that was interesting. Here's the one way you learn to take risks. You do an evaluation. So you pause when you're like thinking about something to do.
Along Came Polly.
Something to do. You pause, and instead of evaluating the likelihood of success, evaluate skydiving. So evaluate your willingness to accept the various possible outcomes. What's the best thing that could happen if you take a particular risk? What's the worst outcome? Once you've weighed those two scenarios...
So, in the skydiving example, best is you have an exhilarating time and make a memory for the rest of your life. Worst, death.
Yeah. You overcome a fear.
I feel like most of them, the worst ones, could just be
probably
death.
Like a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But
like, I'm going to eat at this new Chinese restaurant. Death.
So, if that's not good enough, you move on to the second one and you go, second one. Once you've weighed those two scenarios, it's time to look at the converse. Not the choose. What's the best thing that could happen if you don't take the risk?
Oh my.
And what's the worst possible result?
Best thing that could happen, I live. Worst thing that could happen, I don't get a memory for life. I'm not going skydiving.
Yeah. I guess that's legit.
That's
legit. No, I understand. But that's what you do. So most people would take that first step and go like, what's the best thing that could happen? What's the worst thing that could happen? But what's the best thing that could happen if you don't do it? And what's the worst thing that could happen if you don't?
If you were an economist, you would call that the opportunity cost. Yeah.
Boom.
Econ 1050, bitch.
Tugboat got it together.
Get it together.
So if the positives exceed the negatives, benefits of action outweigh inaction, and it's time to take the plunge.
Okay, let's not waste any more time and get right to number 2.
Stop procrastinating!
Get it together!
Stop it!
You have something to do, just do it. You'll feel better, you'll have more time. Scheduling helps do this.
You know what? You know what's for these resolutions, sometimes a reframe helps. So a lot of people do these things like stop doing something. So stop procrastinating. That kind of makes you want to do it like a little bit.
A little bit.
So you can go, instead of stop procrastinating, instead of stopping it, well, can you reframe that? You can do get doing your activities right away.
Do your business. Get it together.
Get it together. Get it on.
PathQuest.
Just do it. That's Nike. PathQuest. Number 1.
PathQuest sounds like Lakota, like some kind of native medicinal product.
If you want to succeed, you must buy a product PathQuest.
You must stay on the PathQuest.
That sounds like oh my god, no man.
No, don't go there. You go to number 1.
Number 1, trust your instincts.
Easy to do. Nice follow through. Get it done.
Got some great information here.
Grab your gut. Go with it.
I'm going to go right into it. There's things in your brain that are connected to your stomach. Lots of them. I think it's the vagus nerve, something like that. So your stomach is going to tell your brain what your instincts are. Sometimes people get like that, oh man, this doesn't feel so good. That's your stomach. That's your instincts. They're saying don't do this.
Like if
it's weird.
A dark
Something's
night
off.
and you're walking into a forest and a bunch of kids disappeared there earlier, your gut says, "Hey, we shouldn't be doing this." Yeah. And then you see like a closed door. and you like reach for it, and then some black guy like way in the back is like, "Don't go in there." Yeah, that's your instincts saying, "Don't do that."
Your instincts are a black man in your stomach.
At the back of a theater in Manhattan.
Oh my gosh. So trust them. But yeah, so it's just like whatever comes up in your gut. So pay attention to your gut. Pay attention to your stomach. Whatever first pops in your head, that's how you trust your instincts.
Be true to yourself.
If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Or at least pay attention to that. If someone's like, yeah, you should probably do this, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to listen to you. There you go.
Don't second guess.
Yeah.
Okay, what are some ones that you've actually pulled off?
I believe I talked about this. Flossing, not drinking Coke.
Beautiful.
Which ones am I doing this year? I've got too many. But I'm thinking about French again. We'll put that on the list.
Okay.
Several failed attempts, but it'll be there. Getting down to business. There's the stop procrastinating one there. That's probably that's top of the list. I would also say do something that is of interest to me in my spare time, such as podcasting.
It's fun.
It's fun. Just do it. Just like some comedy stuff.
Get it together.
Get it together.
What about the improv thing?
Yeah, that's.
Can you talk about that on here?
Sure.
A little self promotion.
Maybe.
Do you have any plugs, Cheese? You got anything you want to plug?
No. I participate in an improv group. They're having auditions. I might get in. I'll keep you posted. It's important.
He could be a troop member.
Could be a troop.
Trooper.
Troop.
I think if I had to pick one, I lost it. No, I would have a better work-life balance, or just be better at disengaging from work and thinking about work when I'm at home. Right now, it's super easy because things aren't insane. But if I can pull this off in May and June, and then through the fall, I think I'll live at least 15 or 17 years longer.
Yep. Well, I think those yoga pants will help. Tugboat.
Oh, they are so freeing. You don't even know. There's so much ballroom in these things.
Are they Lululemon?
No, they're like Mark's Work Warehouse brand.
Oh, yeah.
But look at that. Look at this stretch.
Oh, my gosh.
It's like double.
Yeah.
And they're so comfortable. Warm. With a little flared ankle on them. A little flare. Yeah.
Just like kick the crap out of sweatpants.
I guess this is the Gen X of sweatpants.
Oh, yeah. Makes sweatpants look like
some kind of woolen prison for your legs.
Help! I'm too hot!
You're not gonna make it!
It's itchy!
See what I did there?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I think that's all the resoluting that we have time for this week.
So, make some resolutions. Don't make them.
Make them specific.
If you're gonna make one resolution this year,
make sure that you think that you're gonna keep on listening
to Conversations
with Cheese and the Tugboat.